Alright, so here we've got if cos x equals blah 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 blah, prove that tan squared half x equals 4 tan squared half y. Alright, so we have a hint, which is very nice of them to give us. So if we use that hint, say we do let t1 equal tan x on 2 and t2 equal tan y on 2, then this is what we're required to prove. We're required to prove, in terms of t1 and t2, this would be that t1 squared, I should go like that, is equal to 4t2 squared. Alright, that's what we're required to prove. Let's use what we're given. So for the left hand side is cos x, so we use the x, or this x part. So we know for cos x we've got 1 minus t1 squared on 1 plus t1 squared. And then on this right hand side we've got 5 cos y, so in terms of cos for the y team, as it were. Let's get rid of that, there we go. So we'll have the same thing but t2's. So 1 minus t2 squared on 1 plus t2 squared. Things would go very wrong at this rate. Minus 3, and while I'm at it, if I want that 3 to have a common denominator, I won't do it while I'm at it, I'll do it in a second. Then we've got 5 minus 3 cos y, so again y minus 1 minus t2 squared on 1 plus t2 squared. There. So if we have a look at that, I'm going to make a common denominator of both the numerator's denominator and the denominator's denominator of 1 plus t2 squared. So they will end up cancelling, so I'm only worried about the top. So this will be 5 minus 5 t2 squareds. And then to make have a common denominator, I need 3 lots of 1 plus t2 squareds. So that's my new numerator. On the bottom I've got 5 lots of 1 plus t2 squareds. Minus 3 lots of, only worried about the top, t2 squared. Alright, so simplifying that now, I've got a 5 and a minus 3, so I've got a 2. Then I've got minus 5t, this is all in terms of t2 on the right hand side, so minus 5t squareds and minus 3t squared, so I've got minus 8t squareds. And on the bottom I've got 5, this is 5 minus 3, so again 2, 5t squareds and positive 3t squared, so that's positive 8t2 squared. Alright, if I divide everything by 2, I get that. Alright, so we are given this, so far we could just have a look at that and look by observation. You can tell that t1 squared has to equal 4t2 squared, which is what we're required to prove. So we could get away with just saying by observation. But if I just keep going and multiply, just kind of do that little cross multiplication. So I'm doing this equals 1 minus 4t2 squared times 1 plus t1 squared. I'm going to get 1 minus t1 squared plus 4t2 squared minus 4t1 squared t2 squared equals 1 minus 4t2 squared plus t1 squared minus 4t1 squared t2 squared. Alright, so let's have a look at that. What can cancel? They've both got a 1, so we'll cancel the 1. They've both, let's have a look at that. So minus t1 squared here and positive t1 squared there, so they'll cancel. Here we've got 4t2 squareds minus 4t2 squared, so that's 8t2 squareds. Here we've got negative 4t1 t2 squared and negative on this side as well, so they can cancel. What did I do? Oh yeah, I should have not have cancelled these ones. So that's a minus t1 squared. This is a positive t1 squared. So I should have put all the t1 squareds on this side. Sorry, there we go. And if we divide by 2, we do get what we are required to prove, that t1 squared equals 4t2 squared. Therefore, I've put it the other way around, but that's okay. 4 tan squared y on 2 is equal to tan squared x on 2. Alright, sorry about that mistake there. Hope that helps.